The Seven are not building one robot, they're building 7. We are revealing Chapter 3's craziest theories, secrets, and events news, so you don't miss anything going down in Fortnite's final events. Okay, the first theory in our Fortnite game is no longer a theory. Hey, you remember those earthquakes we were talking about coming to Fortnite? Oh, yep, they're already in game. Holy Jones, it actually damaged all the rocks. Yo, it damaged the doors, bro. Yo, it's damaging everything. Yes, that is right. Our little theory of an earthquake appearing in Fortnite has actually come true. And here at Covert's cabin, the entire cave is shaking with this brand new earthquake event. Literally the walls, the doors, the rocks, everything at Covert cabin are beginning to break multiple times during your average game in Fortnite because of an earthquake sound that Epic Games has just added in. I say sound, players and their screens actually begin to shake as the map begins to take damage. We actually had a theory that earthquakes would come to Fortnite because of some kind of giant drill that was actually hidden underneath our Fortnite island. Well, it turns out that this theory is mostly proven true because earthquakes have now entered our game. We know drills have been on our Fortnite islands for a while, so it's beginning to make more and more sense. Yeah, keep walking, player. I'm doing a video. Well, if the earthquakes are actually true, and the giant drill that is secretly under our island is actually true, then that could only mean the theory of the giant monster is actually true. We've been talking about in the game's files, a secret sound of some kind of beast roaring deep under the ground has been heard. At the time when we heard these sound effects, we had no idea where a beast could be hiding except underneath our ground. Then the drills appeared and now the earthquakes. It seems to make more and more sense that this giant earthquake is going to be caused by the giant's drill, which is actually going to wake up the giant beast. This is a theory we talked about a whole bunch on this channel, but you wouldn't believe it. Some players still don't believe it's true. Now that the earthquakes are officially in our game, and by the way, this is not explosives that did all this damage. There is literally nobody here. Oh, except that guy, Jones, look how close there was. This is a giant monster really hidden underneath our Fortnite island, where the sounds of the game's files seem to suggest this is true. The earthquakes that Epic Games has just added in our game adds to this theory that this is true. And that is why, in my opinion, the monster theory in our Fortnite game is one of the best theories and most likely to happen in Chapter 3. And by the way, if you want to try out one of these earthquakes yourself, you can come to Covert's cabin. At the start of each round, when the storm circle appears, an earthquake appears every single time. Holy Jonesy, bro. These dudes do not leave me alone, huh? Do not leave me alone, huh? Oh, boy. Stop playing with the kid, bro. What the heck is that? There's no time to worry. That's because this is not the only theory in Fortnite that's worth talking about in Chapter 3 for this final event. Holy Jones. Do I deserve this? Is it actually possible that the 7 are building 7 giant mecha robots for this season's final event? Oh, well, oh my goodness, it does seem possible. Check this out. The growing theory online is that the 7 are building some kind of giant robot for this season's final event. You've probably seen all the images of the giant robot foundation fighting the beast, all in Chapter 3. Well, it's now starting to seem that there may not just be one giant robot, you know, the foundation robots. There may, in fact, be 7 different variants of the mecha robots, all associated with different members of the 7. All of this is because leakers in the game's files have uncovered this, a brand new audio log from the scientist that is supposed to be entering our game any day now. The scientist begins to talk about Paradigm, which is one of the members of the 7 that actually built the giant mecha robots. In his long speech, he tells the players that
Paradigm has accessed her navigational accounts and appears to be preparing for a long journey. It is impossible to know her intentions, but I strongly suggest we prioritize all Paradigm-related engineering.
Oh my goodness. The most important line being the 7 are focusing on using the Paradigm-related engineering. I wonder what that can be. You guys probably already know Paradigm is one of the members of the 7. She actually is also Singularity, which happened to be the same character back on our Chapter 1 island in Season 9 that built the giant robots. Singularity / Paradigm is known in our Fortnite game for building giant robots. You could say this is her skills or engineering. It would seem in the most recent update in Fortnite, the scientist is telling all of the members of the 7 to focus on using Paradigm-related engineering in the fight against the Imagined Order. This is making players online believe that the first signal for the 7 to construct 7 robots, all dedicated to each member of the 7, may actually be about to begin. And not only this, there's actually 7 members of the 7. There's actually 7 rockets for each member of the 7. So So why not build 7 robots for each member of the 7? There's literally a guy in here. I'm surprised I cannot see it. Ooh, oh boy. I'm sure he didn't know I'm here. We might have to whisper for the rest of this. Is it actually possible the 7 are going to be building 7 giant robots in the fight against the monster? I mean, think about it. We saw in the previous Fortnite season that using 1 giant robot against the beast almost led to complete failure. And if Singularity and the giant mecha robots actually failed in this reality, it would surely mean that the monster would take over our Fortnite islands forever. We know some kind of giant monster is coming to our game. We just spoke about it. So maybe the 7 this time are going to take control, and instead of building just 1 robot, they're going to be using the paradigm-related engineering. And much like the 7 rockets, they're going to be building 7 robots to fight the beast. And I think that'll be a pretty cool idea. You could imagine it, right? You know, you have like the foundation robot, you have the scientist robot, you know. Oh, and his armor could be like sprayed black. Yo, and maybe the Singularity returns, and it's like the Singularity's helmet on top of like the mecha team leader robot's body. Oh, and you got the visitor, and you got all the other characters, bro. Epic. This is such a sick idea. I just realized I have like 0 HP right now. Yup, and that's the storm. It's literally coming my way. Oh, how'd I lose so much HP? Hey, literally do not worry about it, bro. I got nothing to do with you. Do not worry about it. Don't want to talk about it. Oh my goodness, bro. I am literally dead. Oh my. Is it actually possible that the most important character in Fortnite, Singularity/Paradigm, is actually the Cuddle Team leader in disguise? Oh, this is a good one. All this talk of the 7, and of course, Paradigm, one of the most important members of the 7. Is it actually possible that she is already on our island, but disguised as, you know, the cutesy Cuddle Team leader? Well, apart from the fact that the logo at Camping Cuddle actually matches the giant mecha robots, you know, that was built by Paradigm. Not only the fact is the Cuddle Team leader's favorite color pink, which just so happens to be the same color as the giant mecha team robot that was built by Paradigm and Singularity. But maybe more importantly, there is an obsession with teddy bears and the name Team Leader. I mean, look, Cuddle Team Leader and the mecha team leader. What's going on here? I had a theory for a while that this pink cuddly character is actually one of the most important characters in our Fortnite game. That's because there are so many similarities between this character and the events that happened all the way back on our Chapter 1 Season 9 island. Right now, the Cuddle Team leader is a broken, looped version of the real thing. That's because when characters look like this in our Fortnite game, they're actually a glitched, broken, looped version of their original character. Which means for some reason, the Cuddle Team leader in our Fortnite game isn't actually there right now. Her model is here, but her actual character is not on the island. This, of course, is rather bizarre because actually, there are a few other Cuddle-related characters at this location which are not broken, glitched, and bugged, like Cuddle Paul. Terrifying as he is. In the shed 2 doors down, we actually get to see the Metal Cuddle leader, which is also not broken. Characters like the Cuddle leader are actually in our Fortnite game. They're actually in the loop. So why is the Cuddle Team leader so broken? It's because she isn't actually on our island right now. At the start of this video, we looked at the leak from the scientists telling us that the 7 are going to be using Paradigm's engineering to fight against the Imagined Order and this beast. But also in this leaked audio, we actually get to hear them say that the Paradigm is preparing for a long journey. Is it possible that the Paradigm is still in space? She's making her way back now. And it might also explain why the Cuddle Team leader is not actually on our island. Because the Cuddle Team leader is Singularity. She is Paradigm. The Cuddle Team leader is one of the 7 in disguise. The reason why she's not on our island right now, the reason why she's glitched out of the loop is because she is in space using the giant mecha robots as she's preparing to come back to our island. That's quite literally why the mecha robot's logo is on this building, on this flag, and why Camp Cuddle is entirely pink. Crazy, right? So put a credit code on screen right now. Let me know if there's any other major theories in Fortnite Chapter 3 that we need to talk about or to do with this season's final event. Let me know. If you like this video, why not check out the video on screen right now? It is a good one. So check it out. Guys, I'm gonna catch you all on the next crazy Fortnite Chapter 3 video. Thanks, guys. Peace.